Yo, test. Let's see. Sup, Maximus? Let's see here. I'm very unprepared. Oh, cat cam's still on. Why did? Oh, because it wasn't working last time. Right, there we go. Oop. Good morning. Turn on my lights behind me just for the fun of it. There we go. Okay. What are we doing today? We are... That's the wrong one. My brain is not in it, if you couldn't quite tell. There we go. I guess we gotta finish all this, all the patch stuff. Okay, so let's just write it down, because my brain isn't gonna be working. Old gods, so we gotta... They're technically done, but we need to reformat the cards. Reformat cards, and we also need to draw a few god symbols. God symbols. We did, I think, all the minor fixes, right? Was there anything else that we... Yeah, we did all the clerical issues. That's all done. So that's cool. So yeah, clerical fixes are done, so we're good there. Any differences in how you make a god symbol versus an old god symbol? Not really. Yeah, not really. I mean, I guess all of them kind of sort of reflect entropy in some way, but not really. No, it's all basically the same. Card template rework. We did that. We may have to do it. I do want to check something. Let's go to Dexterous. I'm wondering if it's worth trying to make sure the text on these is going to be big enough too. Technically, these text boxes are a little bit bigger than... But we should be able to just refresh this. Oh, do I not have the right CSV in here? I don't think I do. Because this should be different now, right? Actually, give me a second. Let me not leak my Jason, or not Jason. Wait. What's the CSV? That's the word. We need this, publish. Okay. I think I know why it wasn't working. It's because I only did the player stuff, I think. He's trying not to dox his social security challenge. Exactly. There we go. That worked, but it does require me to... A lot of it, we're gonna have to go through every card we changed and make sure it's showing symbols instead of whatever. But what I was thinking of doing was going to layouts, and I think I want to make the defeated effect text 9-point font, I think. Because that's what it is on the other ones. Let's see if it looks bad. Might have to move it around a smidge, but I think for the most part, it's not too bad. Let's look at... That looks fine. So I think I just need to move it up a smidge, maybe? I may have to go like 8.5, but... Because it is a little bit more viewable than the other text. And then we'll... I guess maybe just do that. Yeah, that looks better. For the most part. Maybe not. I don't know. Just tweaking it a little bit. It's not really, it's not super interesting, but you know, here we are. It's a problem with having irregular shaped text boxes. Probably could just leave both of these open, although I feel like having both things open can cause weird issues, but... I'm exceedingly enthused. Good. Someone has to be. All right, let's go through, again, not super interesting, but let's go through and make sure all the symbols are correct. That's actually, I feel like, smaller than it used to be. I don't remember the text being that small on this, but oh, it's because I add this effect discludes gods. I'm kind of wondering if I can do that better. Maybe I can say when attacking, it instead destroys any non-god card. Let's try it. Oh, well, it didn't show the full thing. It's like, well, there's my CSV I just leaked, but it's fine. It doesn't actually show the full thing. Just trying to give everyone access to my game. When attack, oh, let me just copy this. Put it here. All the effort you still leaks your social security number. I know, right? When attacking, it instead destroys any non-card. Is Han. Like, non should technically have like a dash, but that's not gonna really work in this case. Oops. Let's do that. Let's try it. It's not the most eloquent thing ever, but yeah, I just did that, yeah. You're one step ahead of me, or one step concurrent with me. You already did, yeah. We're on the same wavelength, you know? Of course, it takes a second for it to actually take effect, so. Or it just didn't paste. That's how I currently feel. Hey Ruby, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I am sleepy. Struggling to be motivated, but doing my best. We'll see if that actually works. It's gonna have to load. Let's look, see, make sure we got all the symbols and all these, because last time I did not have it. If this card is destroyed, okay, we got that. Those are good. When Shade is defeated, when defeated, Shade counterattacks, destroying the attacker. It's like technically excess information on here, like just saying when Shade is defeated, but we'll leave it. Again, it's that whole clarity, not actual clarity thing. Oh my god, those best viewers on Twitch actually arriving. Gotta love it. Best viewers. I wonder who actually pays for those things. All right. Barons definitely could use, so a trigger and ability and triggered effect both need to be their keyword, which I don't remember. ABL is ability, TE is triggered effect. And that's on Barons. ABL and TE. Yeah, I feel like paying for viewers would be it just doesn't seem like it makes sense. Why is this like, okay, hold on. Blighted Marsh. Each player may play. Is play a capitalized term? Okay, honestly, you should make keywords have something that distinguishes them from normal text. So you can use proper words like ability or something like that. I have done that, yeah. So most of them, the keywords are like acronyms, like units, UNT. So if I have to say like, what is it called? Like unit phase, it was originally making it show the unit symbol. You have to make the keywords have something distinguish them from normal text. So you can use proper words like ability. Oh, you mean like put them in brackets or something, and then that can... Because the keywords are just converted into the symbols. I guess I'm not understanding what you're saying. Oh, okay, so you're saying like, yeah, put actual words into brackets? Is that what you're saying? The problem with using brackets in Excel and stuff like that is that it likes to confuse it in different formulas and stuff like that. I mean, maybe I could do something different, but I had to like re-overhaul everything if I wanted to change it, but yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. Should probably do something better, but oh, isn't a bracket could be any symbol. Like you could use, yeah. I don't even know what you call that. An O with 2 dots over it. It's not an umlaut or whatever it's called. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could use emojis for that matter. No. Yeah. I mean, my whole index is here, right? I can just look it up really easily. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. I'll have to think that through. Right now, it's fine, but the tagger's god effects. Like this could just be the god. Let's see. Symbol abyss. Attackers GD. I believe. So yeah, well, yeah, I think using the actual word and then putting it in like quotes or parentheses or something would probably be the best way to do it. It's just a lot of time those interfere with whatever, because like using a symbol isn't much different than using an acronym, really. At least it still requires, you know, an element of separation. You know, use music notes, yeah. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, use a symbol on either side of it, right? I see what you're saying. Yeah. Trying to, yeah, or like, you know, I'm trying to think of like symbols that are not used in formulas in what symbols are not used in sheets formulas. Underscores, dollar sign. No, dollar signs are used. Spreadsheets, certain symbols are not used directly in formulas because they lack Predefined functions, roles, we break down, Okay, underscores. Yeah, those are used. Question marks or wildcards. Yeah, so it's telling me... Vertical bar has no function in Sheet's formula, so that would be good. And you can even remember the keyword code and make the symbol you use to. For example, if you hold down Alt and press in order 1 and 3 on the numpad and let go of Alt, it makes that note. Ah, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Or using something readily available on the keyboard works. That works better. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the pipe. I never even realized that's what that was called. That's what, right? Yeah, your backslash, shift backslash, right? That would probably be the way to go, but for now I don't feel like changing it. But that is a good point. I should definitely do that because then they don't have to all be symbols. You have other symbols on backslash. Wow, y'all's keyboards are weird. Y'all use weird keyboards. Yeah. I don't know if that's normal. It might just be... I use a Razer keyboard, so it might just be like a weird Razer thing, but... I'm trying to pull up an image of a keyboard. Stop it. Copy image address. Paste. Yeah. Yeah, right here. You got the backslash. So I guess that is pretty normal for American keyboards. Yep. Anyway. Here we are. Yeah, see, there we go. That's better. I don't think I changed any of these, did I? I don't think so. It was mostly just lands. Yeah, that's it. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to change the old god text thing. This isn't much better. Let's see if we can tweak the layout a little more. Base effect. Wait, let's turn off the grid. Or turn the grid to 1. That might actually be what I needed, because, yeah, it's so much better. I can tweak this just a smidge more. Yeah, they made like a smaller grid now, which really makes it easier to make things a little bit nicer. I kind of forgot that you could do that. Yeah, that looks better already. And yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. Also, for World Ender, you could say X is equal to, instead of this card's power level is equal to. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Makes it a little bit cleaner. Gotta love how this entire game is just about making everything more better clarity. Okay, I was actually just curious. I'm like, wait a second, I want to check my my follower count on Twitch, because that one dude just showed up and then followed and then said he hated board games and then left, and I'm like, did he stay followed? And I don't think he did. It's just kind of funny. Game development tools? You mean a thesaurus? Yeah, exactly. All right, it's time to have my last cough drop. I had an entire bag of cough drops from being sick. And then my last one. Time to OD. Okay. Okay, reform my old god cards. Real card template. Card draw playtest. I've done that a bit. I honestly think the 2-card draw, yeah, the 2-card draw, 2-card play is probably the way to go going forward, but I've done a bunch of tests offline. And I think it feels good. The biggest thing I think might need to happen is a card limit. And the other thing I'm not entirely sure about is whether we should still have the type restriction. Meaning one of each card type. I think card limit as in hand, sorry, a hand limit. There is technically a theoretical limit for cards on the board as well, but just because if it turns into a digital game, eventually you'll run out of space. But that's for later. Hand size limit, do you hoard cards or something? Well, when you're drawing 2 cards per turn and you get more card draw, you end up just having so many cards in your hand. I think I shared a screenshot on the Discord server when we were let's open this. I mean, look how many cards there are in this hand, in each of these hands. Granted, yes, I was drawing 5 cards per turn, but like Yeah, if you have mountain and or whatever, yeah, any of that stuff, like that's just too many cards in a hand, right? Those are my hands, yeah. I thought your discard piles were like, no. Those are the cards in hand. So, granted, I was generating. So the problem is you're drawing 2 cards, right? And then I had 3 mountains, and both characters were using those mountains. So that's 5 cards per turn per person, and that's not even a theoretical limit. That's like a, I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous. Now the thing is, I think this game I was playing, you could only play one of each type of cards, or yeah, one of each type of cards. Sorry, let me rephrase. You could only play 2 cards, but you cannot place more than one repeating type of card. So you couldn't place 2 heroes. I think this gives me a goofy idea. Draw the entire deck in one turn and can only play 1 card no matter what. Yeah. I don't know, it gets kind of ridiculous, but so a hand limit might need to be a thing. I don't know what that rule would mean. I don't think I would want you to discard cards because that punishes you for having card draw. But it would make it like having a discard pile rather than like a graveyard and a discard pile, like 2 separate things, right? Which I don't love, but there are some other mechanics that might benefit from it still too, but like the ones where it's like draw 3 and play 1, put the other 2 and reshuffle, that would probably be better for a discard pile. If you have extra card draw left over, you can choose to reshuffle those cards as many times as you have excess card draw. See, at that point, I just feel like I should have a discard thing. Because, like, reshuffling your deck every time you're drawing seems like a lot. I don't know. That's just a thought. I don't think I have to solve it right this instant, but like, I think I need more playtesting before I can decide if that's like a thing. What discard thing are you talking about exactly? Let's just show you. I should just have tabletop open anyway. Because it's better to illustrate stuff. Okay, so my thought is, say you have, I don't know, whatever, let's just pretend there's a 5 card limit. There'll probably be like a 10 or something. But if I draw an extra one, right, rather than having to discard one of these cards, I can put one in a, well, let's call it a discard pile, right? And then if you have something on the board and it dies, it goes into a graveyard. Once your deck is fully, once your deck is fully depleted, you'd take your discard pile and then you'd reshuffle it. And then that becomes part of your deck again. just because that way you can work with that rather than having to. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Think of it like in Slay the Spire, how there's like your used cards and then there's your and then your exhausted cards, right? We also can you could also make the meaning of discard, place the card at the bottom of your pile. That's not a bad idea. The only it fixes the issue without a second pile. True. It does mean you can count your cards and know the exact order in which they will exist, but or like where they are in your pile, but that'd be the only thing, because then you know the order of the cards at the bottom of your pile. But yeah, that's issue 1 to solve, and issue 2 to decide is oh yeah, right, don't do that. Yeah, I mean, like, it's I'd rather just have a second discard pile, and then you could do other things with it. Like, then, like, Nefarious Swap or something, right? You could have them just discard it, right? Discard your entire hand, draw new ones, and then you can just reshuffle that once it gets empty. I mean, a lot of games have something like that, right? Like I said, like Slay the Spire's got it. Well, that's the main one I can think of, but there, I think, are plenty of other ones. I just don't actually know card games all that well, surprisingly. But yeah, the other thing is whether you can place 2 of one type of card. Because I was noticing in my playtest there was like a severe lack of action economy. And so playing, 2 heroes might be a viable option rather than playing whatever. Of course, that means Harvest would need a rework, which kind of is sad because I like how Harvest works. But I think the way that would have to work is like if you play 2 I feel like playing 2 heroes should be its own god instead. Okay, or structure or something. Yeah, I mean, there's farm, right? Like farm can help do that. I have to play more to figure out if that's a thing that should happen, right? I think that's the biggest thing, because my biggest worry is that without it, the game might be boring. That's all. Because if you're just struggling for action economy and it's less about units and more about just trying to get enough attacks, then I'd rather be able to have 2 heroes. Playing 2 heroes is quite a powerful effect. Yeah, no, for sure, it is. But like the heroes can't do as much without units, right? Which might mean, potentially nerfing things like Necromancer or something like that. Like things that gain units that are heroes, but I have a wild proposal. I'm ready. I'm always ready for a wild proposal. Because yeah, my thought would be is if you could play 2 cards, Harvest would be like you could play a 3rd land if you only played 2 lands or something like that, which is less common of a thing to happen, but Or maybe you could scry for a land. Well, there's an innate rule that lets you play an extra card of any type, but it has a decent cost and increases every time it's used. Interesting. I'm like, I'm trying to think. Because I am somewhat opposed to doing like rules that are like innate rules. Like the more rules that aren't just on the cards, the like more like the more confusing the game is, right? I don't know why I decided to arrange these chromatically, but I did. I guess this might make more sense. Anyway, I'm just being dumb. Increase last until next turn. I see what you're saying. Maybe. Okay, I have a better proposal then. I mean, so the thing is, if it existed, it wouldn't be that bad if you had just like some sort of like little counter sheet or something, right? It would just have to be a obvious visual mechanic, right? I don't know. I really think I have to play test it more before I can like decide whether it's something that's even needed or not, right? Because I did play one game where I was just struggling for action economy, and it was like, okay, maybe that was just the cards I was dealt, right? But maybe it's just, you know, maybe it's just what the game's like. So. Okay, never mind. Actually, better proposal because I have refined the idea, or have to refine the idea. Fair. But yeah, that's my current thought. I don't know. We'll see whether we'll see what makes sense, right? Hi. Yeah, meow to you. Yeah, like I said, I'll have to think about it. All right, what else we got? And renaming power level. I think you win. I think you win on this one. I think we're gonna go ahead and rename power level strength. I think you win. Your examples, I think, convinced me. The definitions. So I think we're probably gonna go with that. I just think I should do it now before it like gets too out of hand. I need to rename it to something. I don't like power level, and I think strength is pretty good. Pretty damn good. Huzzah, victory. You won. What's the card template rework? I guess it requires... Reworking the card templates requires a... Well, actually before that, it's probably an icon rework, right? Which will be... I think I want to redo monsters, minions, curses... Monsters, minion, curses, and ruins, which is almost all of them. And then card template reworks would need a icon for the Old God deck. And that's it, I think. But honestly, strength is literally the word you were defining from the beginning. Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong. I think I just needed to hear like definitions, and then that just convinced me, you know. Okay, I think that is the roadmap to finishing this batch. All right, somewhat refined a deal. Let me give you a rough version. Okay, I'm ready. Oops. Someone join? Oh yeah. I guess Ruby joined my Discord server. Likely spammer, says Discord. Shrug. What about a catapult structure that lets you attack with it as many times as you want, but has no discard? But it has to discard a card per attack. Interesting. That is cool. Like ability, discard a card, attack with this structure once. That is cool. I do like that. That is cool. Do we have something like that? Not quite. We have a lot of things that can attack more times, but I mean, maybe we just make that the castle because we already have art for it. It'd be less work. We're gonna have to start doing a better balance of abilities and triggered effects and that kind of stuff as well. Just because all the beta cards right now, I think, are like abilities. Like almost every single one. Yeah. Oh. That's weird. Why does it do that? Is that broken on... Let me... There we go. I don't know why these are being weird. Delete. But yeah, either way, they're every single one of them is an ability. I mean, abilities are kind of set back for the rest right now, but oh my god, all of them are abilities. Well, yeah, with the exception of River, that was a visual bug, but yeah, they're all abilities. At least all the ones we made. The problem is, though, it's not really set back because we did alter enough things. I mean, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abilities in the game currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 unit effects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 triggered effects. Although I don't know if I would count a god's triggered effects. There's probably the least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, we're playing around with abilities a lot, which is fine, but what if catapult triggered effect triggers when its own card dies, lets you choose to attack with a catapult instantly? I like that idea as well. Honestly, both ideas are good. I like the idea of a triggered effect that lets you attack. Maybe that'd even be like a hero. Oh, I had a cool idea for something the other day. It was playing with something. What was it? Of course I didn't write it down. It was interesting though. It was playing with some sort of mechanic that I can't remember now. That was like, we never actually did that before. I'm trying to think of like mechanics we haven't like worked with. Although now I just thought of another one. It's like you could do something like on card draw, something happens as well. Or on like card discard. There's a lot we can still play with. That would be like the interesting thing about having a discard pile and a whatever pile is like you could play with that more. You could draw from your discard pile, you could draw from your you know, graveyard, whatever. Discard pile might be the wrong word. What does Slay the Spire call it? I literally don't remember. Screw it. I'm playing Slay the Spire for 4 seconds. Oh, Bradley's here. Yo, you'll know. What's it called when you like, what are the names for like when you've used a card? Like you have your hand in Slay the Spire, you have like a card in your hand and then you use the card and it's in your, is it your discard pile or is it called something else? I can't remember what term they use. I know like there's an exhausted pile, which is like cards you can't use anymore, but just discard. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm thinking of maybe having a discard pile along with a graveyard pile. Discard but not graveyard, where discard gets reshuffled after the pile is finished. Correct. Yes. Exactly. Just for certain mechanics, because I am thinking of changing the card draw rule, and there's gotten... I showed this picture. Hold on. You can see my hand size is a little absurd here. So I was thinking of maybe having a card limit where once you get to that limit, you discard cards. Granted, I had 3 mountains and both you know, both players were triggering them because I had a bridge, but which honestly, making a mountain a unit effect may be crazy with bridge. It might be a little OP. Bridge might have to have a higher unit cost, but we'll see. No, I've told you no. You can't go outside. Yeah, no. Believe it or not, you can't. All right. It's gonna take like forever to break her of trying to get into the garage now. It's great. I love it. Anyway, you can't keep Luna hostage forever. You know, see, I made her a little catio, and you know, you think that would be enough for her, but no. No, it is not. Just a bad father. Okay. So we talked about a lot. We haven't done anything yet. Not really. Well, we kind of have. We tweaked some stuff. I don't think about what we should do first. If you have a preference, let me know. I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick, and then we will we'll get to it. So give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. All right, I mean, it's mostly drawing at this point. Drawing or playtesting. Or reworking or renaming power level. Which basically is gonna be going through a bunch of stuff and figuring out what works. Or what I have to change. Let's do probably first order of business is icon rework, I think. So let's open up Photoshop. Open all of them right away. Wrong thing. Where is it? Oh, there we go. It's still called Old God Spells. Also kind of still wondering about the color on these, but 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we have left? Is that all the ones we wanted to rework? I think so. Monsters, minions, curses, ruins, and then need to make a new one for the old god deck in general, which, I mean, technically we could use this, but I feel like it needs something more than that to confirm that it's the old gods deck, not anything else. But we can use some of this to our like the shape, right? Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Let's do. They actually do I guess I did use Illustrator for some of this. It's been a while since I touched Illustrator. Taking a while to load. I think it's the first time it's loaded since it's updated the 2025 version. So, hello? What's this black bar for? Shift your perspectives. No, thank you. What on earth is this black bar? Okay, now it's gone. Honestly, I almost don't even know if I need to use Illustrator. It's kind of nice, I guess, to have the icons, but like, what is happening here? Please, I encourage you not to latch onto Castle having catapults effect. I have a better idea for Castle now, and I shall tell you, okay? I'm ready. Just do this, copy this. I want to go to a new space. In fact, let's just do new and we'll just do like 100 by 100. Great. I said I'll tell you later. Well, I want to hear now. I'm just kidding. You're right. I didn't read. All right. We want something more indicative of ruins. The heck? Since when was my drawing tablet on my other window? Okay, now it's work. Wait. What? Okay, well. Huey on. Where is it? I can't type. Huey on tablet. Work area. This one. Close. Beautiful. Okay. Um, trying to think like what sort of, I know I said like a Stonehenge-ish shape, but I think that's gonna look, I mean, maybe like you could have like a, you know, like columns, right? I guess is what I was getting at. And then you have one that's like broken. But I don't think this is screaming to me that it's a broken obelisks. That's pie, bro. It sure is. But that's just like, it looks like there's a bunch of lines, right? I'm almost wondering if it needs to be like, you know, like a structure with window, like a window. So you can tell it's something that's like falling apart. This is obviously a rough scribble. Probably, probably that's the point. It's irrational, spooky. Ooh. This is obviously just scribbles. I'm looking for inspiration. Irrational is fine. It's consistence. Constance that is spooky. Sorry, words. Still not even sure I read it right. Anyway, the problem is ruins technically aren't like completely ruined, right? What about a single evil obelisk? Maybe. I don't know what I'm drawing right now. Just bear with me. How about an Aztec pyramid? Yeah, I was thinking that maybe. We're just gonna play around for a bit. An obelisk. Let's look up obelisk. Isn't technically Stonehenge not an obelisk? It's like a tribalisk or something, or a bibelisk. Because an obelisk is a singular pillar, right? I know I'm saying that not quite right, but like, I think a stone pillar. Name of Stonehenge structure type. It's a megalith, apparently, which means large stone. Says Google AI. All right, we're just gonna draw a bunch of ideas, and then we're gonna. So we could do pie, right? And then just have like some, I don't know, maybe some stones next to it. Again, that doesn't look great. And we could potentially tweak it to look a little less bad, but maybe. You could do like maybe more pie-ish. Like super pie with lots of lines. Make it more like a Colosseum kind of look. If you're considering pie, what about I don't even know what that is. We're looking it up. It's a mathematician. Oh, like E. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. I get it now. I'm not a math boy. All right, pyramid. We're trying a pyramid now. I think this might actually be the ticket, but we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. Looks like a beehive, honestly. It does. It's a nice cake, yeah. I'm looking at Google for inspiration. Give me a second. All right, that's not a bad idea. Let's try this. What about... Yeah, me too. Kind of like Pi Coliseum Han. What if reverse pi? Okay, hold up. What if upside down pi? Right? What if upside down pi though? I think this is the ticket. Pi but upside down. We might want like a little bit of a column look. But have you considered upside down pi, you know? It's better. But is it good? This is good. It's better, for sure. A crumbling archway. Yeah, that's what I was thinking might be better. But this is getting there, right? Okay, we have a base. We have our upside down pie. If this doesn't work, I have one more idea. Like an arch. I don't know if it needs the extra pillars, but it's better. Ah. Run. Getting somewhere, yes, yes. Yes. The key is upside down pie. I've been saying this the whole time. MB Beats is the type of guy that puts $100 on Bitcoin in 2012 and sold it in 2015 when it was like worth $3. Okay. I guess that's maybe true. You never know. Also, what's up? How's it going, dude? Yep, the ruins, archway, crumbling pillars are nice. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Who enters a conversation like that? That was pretty wild. I'm here for it, but I certainly wasn't ready for it. It's our other Max. Which means I need to start calling you Dalamus more. I guess the question is what gives off that energy that I sell Bitcoin before it's prematurely sell Bitcoin. I mean, that's looking a lot better, right? I kind of like the rough edge look. Kind of makes it spookier. See, my other idea was, I was like, maybe I just copied the wrong card, because obviously my original one was the amplification tower. I'm like, maybe I should have just copied hold structures, like null sanctum, right? Although I think that's just too complex for an icon. Obviously, I wouldn't have the whatever in there, but it is a like literal ruins compared to like some of the other cards. But it's too complex for a singular icon, I think. But you like that? Is that good? Is it too craggly now? Did I overdo it? I think I over craggled it. Also, I never asked this, but why is there a desolation? Wow. Can't talk. Desolation sitting inside the null sanctum. You cannot answer with reused assets. Reused assets. Why is there a desolation? I had completely run out of ideas at that point. and I was just like drawing whatever came to mind, and at that point what had come to mind was nothing, because I had nothing on my mind. I literally just couldn't think of anything anymore. I'm like, Kyle, just throw ideas at me. And he started throwing ideas at me, and one of them was like a black hole. And I'm like, well, I already have a black hole for Desolation, so I guess I'm just doing a black hole inside a ruins. I'm like, it's kind of like a church, because it's a sanctum, and null. He said like black hole, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess there's gonna be a black hole in this church, ruined church. That is the actual answer to that question. Black holes are scary. They are. Spaghettification, you know? You gotta love getting spaghettified. Irrational constants are scarier. True. How do we feel about this? Is that good enough? I think that's good, right? I think this is it. Is it too like rough looking? Or is that... I'm trying to decide if it needs like, you know, like a brick texture, you know, like... No, definitely not. It's pretty good. I can't think of any improvements. Yeah, me neither. I could put like little blocks on the ground, but I think that just starts distracting more than anything. I think that's it. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Huh. I mean, this kind of fits the style a little better, having the just like the separation line. Sort of. I think it's just a preference thing at this point, though. Because, like... well, I don't know if it actually does. Not really. I mean, technically Volcano, it looks like that, right? Like... it's got the sort of line separation. For some reason I like that better. I don't know why, but we're gonna go with it. It's the illusion of detail. We're trying one other thing and then I'll be done. Wonder if it actually making it look like a column helps or hurts anything. I think it separates the pillars from the bottom, sort of like a illusion of depth. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, right? It kind of feels clearer for some reason. Which I think, yeah, is a depth thing. All right, calling it. Good enough. Of course, I did make it slightly too big, so. Maybe I should have drawn it in the exact size, but. I probably should have. I definitely should have done that. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when it's. Oh, no, that's better. That's fine. I'm still not sure how I feel about the light blue. Maybe I do want the... Alright, hold up. Let's actually work with the correct scale. Because now it just doesn't look quite right. I think I do want this to be like an actual pillar. I'm gonna go back to studying, guys. I have an exam really soon. Hope you don't mind looking good beats. Keep up the good work. Yeah, dude, work on your stuff. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hey. And appreciate the kind words as well. You have a wonderful day. Such a small scale to work on. I guess that is part of the benefit of doing, because I was doing this in Illustrator before. I'm like, I'm losing all the details, so why doesn't matter, but Illustrator does have cleaner lines, which means maybe I should just try it in Illustrator. I know I'm scaling it down, but it forces me to have clean lines, which makes it less likely to have aliasing already, and then when I scale it down, it's not nearly as bad. I probably should just keep things consistent, but this is, you know, we know the shape works, right? So now it's too small. I'm confused. All right. I mean, that's about, I guess it's about what the icon was, though. All right. That confirms it. We're just doing it in Illustrator. You may as well be doing pixel art, 100%. Oh, the big thing is, this is... Yeah, whatever. File, save as... I don't know why I keep doing this. Let's just do new. And it doesn't need to be massive. Let's just do... It's a typical, like, icon size. Let's do 256 by 256. It's a large thing, but hello? What is happening? What did I paste? It should have been this, but I think I pasted something different. No. It's copying the background as well. I don't understand how Illustrator works. That's my problem. All right, buddy. Illustrator, why do you do this to me? See, I don't understand why it's doing that. Is it because it's a shape layer and it's just pasting in a square? I think that's exactly what's happening. I think we can do this then. Nope. Okay, this is how you do it then. I'm going to save this as a PNG. How did I do this before then? I don't know. That's not what I want to do. Whatever, it really doesn't matter where I put this. I am going to be throwing it away. Beautiful. Properties. 50% opacity. Let's see if this actually helps. I have no idea if it will, but it is probably good to be doing this in like an icon form anyway, because it's usable for other things. We're just gonna rough this in and we'll tweak it later. I know the arch doesn't look like an arch. I will fix it. Seriously, there we go. Are you kidding me? There we go. I just add like 7 points there for no... Why does this not work this way? I'm sorry for like destroying y'all's eyes, but it's just like I don't understand why the control schemes aren't standardized. I guess I can say control. Every time I use this program, I just struggle with it. Question is this even going to be better than... Again, I apologize for just constantly hitting you with a flashing white screen. Just dry my ears, and now you're after my sight. Beats you, monster. I know, right? I'm the worst. I mean, someone's got to do it, though, right? Someone has to ruin your eyes. You know what you did. I keep doing that. I'm just so used to the other controls, and then I don't know why it keeps looking like that. I just have to hit Alt instead. Where's the, oh, there it is. Okay, now it's still doing, I hate everything. I mean, I think that is fine. I think we're good with that, and we'll see how that looks. File, export. Because the nice part is it's a, what are they called? A vector file. Save as. This is ruins. Ruins icon. Okay. I'm very curious to see how this actually differs. I don't need this anymore. Card art. No, not card art. Card layout icons and ruins icon. It's impossible to tell what this is. There we go. This already looks better, for sure. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Yeah, looking at the gem icon closely made me notice that the corners aren't perfect. Yeah, nothing's perfect. That's part of the style, but it's also part of laziness, so... My question is this a bad color to be using, right? Like white on this color, the contrast difference is kind of sucks. I'm wondering if we go like a different color. Like this is too light. Maybe this just but darker. Well, that but darker just looks different completely. Yeah, I mean, like the drawing style is not perfect, and as you said, you haven't noticed until now, and you've been looking at this game for a good amount of time, right? So perfection is overrated. I mean, I can't do that color because that's just... What color speaks ruins in your mind? Kind of like that better. I don't know, but I like purple. Yeah, my only problem is monsters are already purple. So I think this sort of like sickly teal looks decent. The light color was just too light, I feel like. Is that just this color, or did I... Yeah, that, but a little darker. Just trying to decide if this still looks right. Just wondering if the column needs to be taller. To kind of help read that it's a gateway. Yeah, it's a little better. I could go back and correct the icon, but you know what? I'm lazy. All right, good enough for me. No, hold on. Ruins icon with gem, save, okay. And then we need to apply this to it and hide this. File. Save as. Nope. Export PNG. I'm dumb. I didn't need to. Hold on. Icons. What do we call these? Ruins. Remember when things were called Old God Structure and Old God Spell? I'm very happy we changed terminology. That just makes things so much better. Makes my life good, you know? Save. I do also need to do Yeah, it's better. It's so much better. Export PG. Okay, that's the ruins done. Much more clear. Control S. Done. All right, we know what we're doing with the spell. We want to do like a pentagram or something. The question is, yeah, we'll just do it. We know what we're doing here. Let's go back to here. Do I just do this in Illustrator right away? Yeah, we know what a pentagram looks like. No. No. File. New. I don't know why. Whatever. No. We need a circle. That's a hexagon. An ellipse. Properties. We don't want any fill. We do want the stroke. What is... Ignore. Okay, it's not even the... Okay, let's just close these. Let's look up a pentagram real quick. Pentagram. It is a star. Is there a star tool? Because that would make my life. There literally is. Oh, that's beautiful. No, this isn't quite right, but we'll make it work. Do we want the pentagram coming out, or like the star coming out of the circle? It's like there's a few different styles. I guess sometimes the star's upside down too. I kind of like it coming outside of it a bit, maybe. A heptagram, is that the upside down one? Oh wait, no, no, okay. Gotcha, I see what you're saying. Extra stuff. I see it now. That sounds like more work. Sort of, I guess it's just a... Yeah, what shape is that? It kind of hurts my brain. Interesting. I am just gonna do a star because it's easier, but do we do it upside down or upside right? I think upside right. It's a 7-sided star. Yeah. Can I actually increase the sides of the star out of curiosity? Properties. I just closed it. Properties. 7 is a painful number in geometry. Yeah, that's totally fair. Oh, wait. Huh. No, it's... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd rather not. You know? Let's actually have it centered. Or I could just off-center it just to upset people. That could be fun, too. I'm sure you would love that, Maximus. Just have it slightly off-centered. I didn't think this would be this easy. I was expecting this to be very difficult. And why does it make the background appear when you zoom in and out? It's kind of crazy. Do we like it outside of the star outside of the thing, or do we want it fully inside? I'm trying to decide. I think it looks more... I think it looks slightly cooler outside. Yeah. I mean, that's it, though. That's easy peasy. I'm kind of curious, though, if they do make it so you can actually... What? Oh, what? Nope. Anyway. There it is. Files. Wait. Is this gonna be weird? Well, we do want it to be white. That's the only real... Properties, stroke, white. That really not fix it? Stroke, white. There we go. Beautiful. Save as. Curse icon. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. No kitten. Nope. Certainly not. I feel like yellow just doesn't work anymore either. The color's just too light with white anyway. I almost want to do like a red, but it's pink. I like a really dark red. It's too pinky still. Why is it too pinky? Because that is like a... What blend mode am I using? Overlay? My only worry is if I do too red, it looks like power level, right? Oh, it's because there's a... Wait, what? I guess it just is overlay blend mode, right? Yeah. So this needs to be, I don't know, let's do normal for a second. It has to have some sort of blend mode, otherwise it just looks wrong, but... I actually love the pinkish red for the symbol. Like that? Or the more vibrant-y sort of pink. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't hate this, actually. Yes, actually, yeah, that's cool. Now that you say that you like it, it's cool, you know? It's okay. No, it's grown on me too. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm partly wondering if the lines need to be thicker or if that's fine. I mean, it's gonna be yay big. I don't think it's gonna be confused for anything else, but I guess we can just test it out real quick. Stroke. Oh, that actually looks really cool. That is not what I was intending, but look how freaking cool that looks. It almost looks like it's glowing. At least from far away, it looks like it's glowing. We're not doing that, unfortunately, but... yeah, I think if it gets any thicker, it just ends up looking... I wish. Yeah, it would just be too much, but yeah, the glow does look cool. Maybe I do it a little bit thicker on the, let's try it. This is not quite what we're looking for, but I think adding a little bit of line width could help. Like maybe 12 point. Let's just save that. Can we just like update this? Relink to file. That'd be something cool to do with like the digital version of the game, is have like icons glow when they're taking effect or something like that. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. Yep, that's good. Save as. Curse icon with gem. Save. Okay, and then we export it as a PNG. How did we export this? I meant to change some of the stuff because I'm renaming files, but it's fine. And then we do this, and we do this. File, export, PNG. Just trying to remember what the format is. Okay, that's 2. Sorry, had text, was checking it. Okay, that's that. Oops, there we go. Okay, done. Okay, I gotta decide on monsters and minions. Like, do we make them thematically similar, or like, I feel like I think monsters is fine, but I feel like some people have been confused by it. I don't know why, but maybe it's just the small sample size, but open up our, oh, this is the wrong brainstorming document. I had a different one somewhere. There we go. I guess people understood them once they saw them. Like, maybe I just leave it, but I feel like I can think of a reason. Is because it's the same symbol as Wrath. It's sometimes difficult to realize when something only affects monsters but not minions, because they're really similar concept, and it's easy to interpret monsters and all bad boys they attack. That's true. Actually, that's actually very true, because sometimes people were even like a lot of time people are confusing structures and lands as monsters as well. You're like, oh yeah, I killed a monster. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, monsters and minions are very similar, and like, yeah, there is like yeah. I think it just comes from like not reading the card particularly, but so fix to that could be making another term for bad boys that attack. True. Like minions could be classified as a monster. Thinking that through. Just punch my mic. Gosh. I don't really want to do another term for that, because there's a lot of specifics where, or like there is a few specifics where it's against monsters specifically. My one thought is like, is differentiating between monsters and minions by giving them a similar but different icon, if that makes sense. Obviously that kind of like I think I thought of it for like player icons before. Maybe it's on this one. Let me like when we were talking, I think it was when we were talking about strongest and weekends. You're right, even though I'm suggesting it, I'm very on the fence about an extra term idea. Yeah, it feels maybe like it would make even more confusion potentially. But my thought is, I thought about this for strongest and weakest, have like, although this would require like a, for strongest and weakest, I was originally thinking having like a guy, right? which we do have, right? A guy. And then like in his silhouette, you have like a smaller guy, right? This is a bad example, but hear me out, right? You have like a dual sort of, let's just do it with 2 different colors, right? You have like another little guy. This isn't exactly, this is just kind of trying to illustrate the point. Don't take any of this, but I'm hitting the wrong button. And then the opposite would be, you know, strongest would be, you know, a big guy with like a little guy in it, right? So you kind of do a variation of, again, this is a very bad example, but I was thinking maybe monsters and minions could work a similar way, but I don't know if that actually helps anything, right? Like where it's like you have, I don't think that works. I'm just kind of, I feel like you're going down the wrong route. I think you're right. Monsters and minions ideas should be really easy to differentiate, yet slightly related. Yeah. What it means the icons should be entirely different, but maybe some slight similarities. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, it got monster symbol, and I'm getting Monster energy drinks and Monsters Inc. the thing as icons, so that's good. It's great great inspiration. Okay, maybe I have an idea. Okay. What if minion icon looks like redo version of the monster icon? You lay out a bunch of it. Like a swarm. Okay, yeah, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, I like the idea of a swarm regardless, like a group of things, right? It's hard to do on a small icon, but I like the idea. I'm there with you. And I'm thinking that through. Still begs the question of what monster should be. I'm like okay with this icon, but I feel like it maybe needs to, I don't know. This feels too like disembodied, right? I think is part of it. But it's like monster is such a generic term. Oh, I have just looked up what Redux means, and I've known it wrongly for years. I mean, it's like a, is it like a remake? Redux? I just don't know how to pronounce it, because it's literally Redux, okay. Brought back to revived. Okay, yeah, it's not a remix, it's a reincarnate. Brought back, revived, yeah. Yeah, the problem is monster doesn't have, obviously doesn't have like a generic form. We could like do like a octopus like creature, right? Like it's kind of eldritchy, right? So you could do something like, But then the problem is, like, how do you do that with, like, a minion, right? Eyeballs? That just feels like we're still having this sort of scenario, right? Where this just feels like too disembodied. Like if you have like an evil eye. Not that I can draw eyes. Big eyeball for monsters, mini eyeballs for minions. Okay. We'll try it. We'll scribble. I mean, what, like something like... I feel like I've drawn an eyeball before, but it doesn't look evil enough, right? It just looks like an eyeball. How do you make an eyeball look evil? I have no idea how one makes an eyeball look evil. My thought is making it more of a slit than Also just realized that Monsters Inc. Your Monsters icon is literally just a carved pumpkin without the pumpkin. Yeah, 100%. Yep. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Red Monsters Inc. because I was still thinking about the Monsters Inc. icon. I'm like, that's kind of just an eyeball too. I was just peeking at a few other inspirations here. Yeah, cause I was looking at like Eldritch icons, right? And I was like, okay, where were they? Just scrolling through here. I mean, yeah, they have got, where was it? Oh, is this one here? Oh wait, no. This one. Right. SCP Foundation. I mean, eyeballs definitely fit the whole like Eldritch sort of theme, even though it's not quite Eldritch. But yeah, I think thin eyeballs is the key to looking kind of spooky. Maybe. And maybe more black in the pupil. Alright. Here's what we're doing. File, new. Whatever, 100 by 100, sure. This is to get a generic idea. I need the pen tool. We're going to turn on symmetry, and we're going to do vertical. Okay. We're cheating here. That made it so much easier. It's giving me Cult of the Lamb vibes. I know I've gone crazy here, but question is, does this really read monster? My only concern. Give it a mustache. I mean, the concept of monster is abstract anyway. Yeah, I know. For some reason, adding little lines makes it feel more monstery to me. And then the minions can just not have the lines. Give it little tentacle things. Normal guy, yo. Use a drawing to... Jeffrey Dahmer, he's a monster, right? There you go. That'll do. Thinking like Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. That's how it's feeling right now. I don't know. I mean, it's feeling very Sauron, you know? just playing around right now. Of course I did this in the background. Oh, my eyeball. Okay. Being in eyeballs. I ruined it. All right, AI, do your thing. Remove the background. You can do it. Thank you. Just need a background color. I like this one. That's not what I wanted. How do I just... convert to smart object, I guess, and then rasterize. There we go. This obviously looks bad, but we will convert it to a, what's it called? Vector. I mean, both symbols being something like that. Monsters and minions. I kind of want to have like little tentacle things here too, but I feel like it makes it look like a face. So maybe, I guess, maybe just put them out here. Yeah, I think that's it. Something like that. Okay, that should be easy enough. I think that's cool. I like it too. It's a good idea. I'm gonna hit the bathroom one more time, and then we'll do that. Trying to decide if we just try to do everything. As I said before, my ideas are always perfect when they aren't. Or when aren't they? Wait, when they are. When they aren't. Yeah, sorry, I read that right the first time. Works all the time, but only 50% of the time. Yes, exactly. Works 100% of the time, 50% of the time. All right, anyway, be right back. Okay. Let's bring this into Illustrator. Well, let me actually copy and paste this time, or is it going to be a jerk? New. It does. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. You know what? I know exactly why it didn't work the first time. Because it's pasting it up by default on a white layer. And the image itself was white. So it... because it doesn't handle transparent JPEGs, I guess. Which is weird, but, you know, here we are. Or whatever. Transparency. It doesn't handle transparency without it being... whatever. Anyway. Also, I don't know why it does the background thing. I don't understand this program. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm just being weird. Don't mind me. Okay. Isn't there a symmetry tool for this? I'm trying to figure that out, or trying to remember. I guess it is do half the shape and then duplicate it. I have to re-remember this program. I think we just put all the points down. And then we can bend them afterward. We also need to just lower the opacity on this so I can tell what I'm doing. Wrong thing. This guy. There we go. I don't understand how this program works. we go. That's one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I feel like I'll probably do this, and then I guess once I'm done with this, I'll probably call it a day. I got more editing I need to do for my, or I got a lot of editing I need to do for my next video. Haven't really done much work on it. Arguably, I haven't been super motivated. I don't know why. I think it's just being sick. It just kind of threw me off a lot, and I'm just trying to get back into things. But I don't know. Here we are. It's the nice part about streaming is it kind of forces me to be motivated. Even if I am struggling to do stuff. Kind of have to do stuff when I'm on stream, you know? Keeps me honest. Man, I'm always unmotivated. Well, there's a lot of time when I'm unmotivated, but the problem is usually I have enough like discipline to follow through. But at the same time, because like a lot of time if you have enough discipline to start working on stuff, you'll get motivated enough when you start doing it. But the problem is like even if I start working on stuff right now, I just don't have the energy to, I don't know. Discipline me? Ha. Well, there you go. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Maximus. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to use this slider. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to do things. You always look at like those people, like these people who are like super good at just like work on stuff nonstop, and you're like, how do you even do that? All right, I need to stop being too picky because it's gonna be 50 pixels big, and did you be not being good at things is actually a great motivator? Oh, good to hear. I'm glad me sucking at stuff makes you feel better. I'm just kidding. No, I get what you mean though. I definitely understand you. It helps to see people accomplishing stuff. Despite their flaws, I guess. It's like why a lot of people like the people who like do, you know, DIY videos, and even if they have like no experience doing things, seeing them like try and fail at stuff is feels real, right? And not just showing off what they're good at, I guess. It can be exhausting to just watch someone crushing at things they cannot even attempt properly. Yeah, right. Yeah, so for sure. I totally get what you're saying. All right, this is definitely not symmetrical. How much do we care that it's not symmetrical is the question. A bit is the answer. Can we at least get these 2 points? Hello? Can we at least get these 2 points? I need to use my actual... And then we need to move these to be parallel. I could just use the symmetry tool, but I just don't care enough. Hey, as someone draws, do you think attempting to use my phone as a drawing tablet would be worth it or not? That is a great question. Honestly, I do not know. I've never tried it, but I have seen some people have good success with it, right? I'm trying to think of examples. I know I've seen some people like, oh yeah, actually I have a great example. Hold on. And it was pixel art, but I'm in this Discord server, and there's this guy who made some pretty cool looking pixel art. It's nothing like super crazy, but of course it's like back super far now. Yeah, like he did this on his phone, which I thought was really cool, right? It's a really cool like color scheme. Obviously this is different, I guess. It's not, yeah, it's an alternative for being a mouse, like a drawing tablet. And this, I mean, but granted, this is like he's using potentially a finger and a stylus or whatever, I don't know, one of the two, but these are done on the phone directly. So I'd imagine you could use it as a stylus or like as a, you know, a drawing tablet, right? So those are cool little things, and that was done on a phone. So yeah, I suppose you could do it like that. They're pretty dope. Yeah, I was like, it's hard to say. Like let's see. I mean, phones have, it depends on how big your phone is, right? I mean, my phone is probably, my drawing tablet is maybe like, let's see. The height of my phone, right? I have a Pixel 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the height of my phone is about the entire drawing space of the, like the height of the entire drawing space. And there's about 4 phones worth, so it's about, the phone's about a quarter of the size of my tablet. Phones don't have great tracking, sure, but that's mostly going to be an issue after I get good enough at drawing to notice it. I think honestly, if you had a stylus you can use with your phone, I think it could work. I think if you're just using your finger or whatever, that's gonna be, it's not gonna work. I know there are some pretty cheap drawing tablets. I know it's an expense for sure. Not trying to convince you to buy one particularly, but cheap is relative. No, I know. I'm trying to look here because I have a Huion one. They used to be pretty cheap, but I'm trying to see what cheap is these days. They're 50% off or whatever. I mean, you could get one for like $40, which is kind of arguably not horrible, but I'm trying to see how much bigger than a phone it is, you know, because they're the smaller ones. This video is sponsored by insert drawing tablet here. Well, so here's the thing. Bamboo, like, is the, or Wacom are you know, the like main name brand, but Huion is like the sort of nice off brand, and I've had no issues with them. And they're basically just as good. But yeah, you could get one for $40. Looks like the cheapest they have them. $40 is less than I expected, honestly. It's doable. Yeah, honestly, they've gotten a lot cheaper. Granted, I think it's normally $50. It's like 20% off for like Christmas kind of stuff, I think, but Black Friday, all that. Because Black Friday is like 2 months now. What's the drawing space on it? Working area is 160 millimeters by 100 millimeters, which is 6 inches, 6.3 inches by 3.9 inches. It's not terrible. It's kind of well, it's not that small. It's kind of small. It's not huge for sure. I don't know, man, though. I think you could try using your phone. I would give it a shot. It's something you already have, right? As long as you can like use a stylus or something, I think it's worth giving it a shot, you know? Can't hurt per se, right? How do I flip these? Is it really not just a flip button? Rotate? No, it wouldn't be rotate, because that will... Yeah. Oh, reflect. Sorry, okay. It's using the wrong terminology, I guess. I mean, a stylus would be a metal rod if I find, or a pencil with aluminum foil or something, but still. Well, there's like those ones, like those like pens. They have like a little phone. I've seen them at like, you know, offices and stuff like that. Phone, stylus, pen. Yeah, universal stylus. So here's 3 of them for $1.89. That way you're not scratching up your screen. But either way, it's just like a rubber point that has some sort of conductivity in it. It's probably like a, you know, aluminum rubber hybrid or something, but they do exist. I've gotten some for free at like an office where it's like a pen, and then it also has like a rubber tip on the end, and then you can like turn it into a pen by clicking or whatever. Some of these are weirdly expensive here, so I don't know. Yeah, obviously it's not 1 for 1, right? Oh, actually, here's exactly what I was thinking of. Show me. Yeah, these, where they have a rubber tip, but it's technically also a pen if you click it. Right? But yeah, just a thought. Ooh, you're making a TCG? I am. Hello. Hello, drummer. Or project, whatever you prefer. I am... it is a... Oh, as my mouse stops working. There we go. It is a co-op resource management TCG. The trading card portion isn't quite there yet, but it is currently just like a what's the term for it? I'm blanking. I'm blanking hardcore. Somebody help me. No, I'm just kidding. It is more like a, what do they call it? Like an ECG? Is that the right term? Card game. Sorry, this is just semantics here. Expandable card game. Yeah, it's kind of more an ECG kind of thing, but I'm a designer too, so I'm just trying to find out the difference and research. Yeah. Is it a work in progress? No, ECG. Yeah, I heard of it the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of more expandable card game. So like, I think like what's it called? What is it even called? Why is my brain why is my brain not working? Eldritch Horror, wow. Arkham is not Arkham. I guess it's yeah, Arkham Horror is what I was thinking. But yeah, either way, yeah, so basically let me explain the game. Kind of like a tabletop card, like Ascension. Yeah. Man, the third hour is really hitting hard. Yeah, it really is, right? Probably need food. But yeah, anyway, let me just explain real quick, I guess. So yeah, basically it's kind of structured like your typical, you know, trading card game, similar to something like Magic, right? But it also has, so it's got like heroes, it's got lands, it's got, oops, of course I added a card. It's got structures and stuff like that, spells, and then gods, which are kind of your play style, essentially. They're like what you control. And then basically you'll have 2 players fighting against the old god, which is basically an automated deck that you fight against and try to you know, defeat. I guess I can show you real quick. I do have it in Tabletop Simulator. So basically, you know, you play cards, you have them on the board. The main mechanic is units, which are basically just, you can see by this like little blue icon here. Basically what you can do is you basically can move them around, right? And then to kind of vary the power of your cards. And then, you know, there's different phases of the game that give you different units and give your cards different units. You have your ally working with you, you know, they play a different god or something like that. And then the automated deck will, you know, each card has like an attack order. So like this one will attack your weakest hero. Tabletop is so damn handy. It really is. It's such a good program. So yeah, they can, like, you know, they'll attack you on their turn, and they have different power levels and stuff like that. So that's just a very, very brief overview, but I do have a mod. This still work? Does my command still work? Let me see. Well, it's definitely in my Discord server. Let's see if let's see if my okay, it works in YouTube. Does it work in... Yeah, my Twitch ones are broken. Got all of that. It's my Discord server, and I do have a... I'll post the link to the game if you're curious. There's that. Because my game's hosted, or I got all the different download links and that stuff, but... armies against entropy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you have tabletop, there's that. My game is all music based, go figure, but it's very TCG based and not just goofy trivia game or something like that, or something. Haha. Yeah, nice. That's cool. I mean, yeah, if you want to share your game, feel free to. If you want to, I'd love to see it. Oh, you did join the Discord server. Perfect. There you go. Yeah, if you want to share it in the server too, you're more than welcome. I like to. And you also followed. Look at that. I can't read. Does it not pop up? It used to have like a sound notification. I don't know why it doesn't do that anymore. I have to fix that. But yeah. Always looking for more people to share their creativity and that kind of stuff. I thrive off other people's creativity, so it's really for my benefit. No, I'm just kidding, but... Oh, I could later off stream if you like. It's very big rabbit hole. Up to you, yeah. I mean... We just, you know, I just... Sorry, Maximus is right. My brain is not working at hour 3 at this point, but... yeah, no, I kind of want my Discord server to be more of a place where people can share their games and stuff, not just promote my own, you know. So yeah, sounds cool though. I'm not really, I don't know anything about music, but I do find it cool. But yeah, right now we're doing some icons. I'm replacing some, changing them out, doing tweaking some art. Okay, now in theory, which is the okay, it's this one and this one. In theory, if we do this, I can do this tool, and then I can delete. There we go. Look at that. Okay, and then one more oval. That should be good. think I do like it like a thinner eye because it just looks more evil. Mainly work on music and such, but it's something I'm off and on over years, and it's at least playable in its playtest state. I think it's the cool thing about it is you don't really know anything about music to play it, but if you get the stereotypes and tropes, it enhances the gameplay. Everything is said on the card, and once you have the general mechanics down. Nice. Sounds awesome. Sounds cool to me. Is it like actually a physical card game or a video game or what? Sorry, I keep flashing the screen because this program is being weird. Is that all good? I think it looks good, right? It's not bad. I'm wondering if it's gonna be too... I don't know, we'll see. We'll save it out. I guess we'll just do monster icon to save. Almost everything on this card on the game worked on in stream too. Almost everything on, wow. Almost everything is on the card on AAE too. Right, true. Yeah. The biggest thing that, yeah, you're right. My brain's just not working at this point. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, everything on the cards, with the exception of a few like placement rules and stuff like that, I would say. The goal is to have as much as possible, at least. The plan is to be physical, yes. All you need are the cards and playmat. Right now, just Tabletop Simulator is prototyping. Well, if you haven't, I love to promote this product, even though it's not, I'm not sponsored or anything. I definitely recommend looking at Dexterous. It helps you make cards if you haven't heard of it already. It's just been such a time saver for me. So if you are looking for a card program, this one is fantastic. Yeah, saved me a whole lot of time because you can make templates and then you can make spreadsheets of your cards. I've tried, I just couldn't get to work for what I wanted to. Okay, well, yeah, I just figured I'd throw it out there because it has been very, very helpful for me. But yeah, totally fair. I appreciate the thought. Yeah, no problem. Just figured I'd throw it out there because it is going through Photoshop files individually had gotten very cumbersome for me. And it's definitely sped up the whole process a lot. Let's see here. All right, swapping out the old icon for the new one. Hopefully it makes everything more readable. I use Photoshop and have a general template for everything, just plug in everything. Yeah, that's how I used to do it. And I may still obviously use Photoshop for all the art and stuff, but it just has kind of streamlined the process a little bit for me. This one. I get it, glad it works for you though. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm sure it's not for everyone. There we go. New monster icon. Ah. Do we still like purple? I think the purple's good. Let's go. Woo. That's sick. What's the icon? So this is to determine, so in the cards themselves, they have like icons in the body of the text, right? Oops, wrong thing. And so those represent that that specific icon represents monsters. So they have different icons within the text, and that's one of them. Like this one, right? This is the old monster icon. So when like a monster minion or hero dies, you gain 1 unit. Okay, nice, yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of people having a problem with the clarity of the icons, and so I'm trying to switch it up a little bit and make it a little bit nicer. It's kind of hard to like do a monster icon though, because it's just so abstract, right? Like there's no like universal symbol for monster. But this hopefully should be a little bit nicer, and then it kind of mimics the other ones a little bit more. Export PNG. My templates just look like an MP3 player screenshot. Spotify was a big inspiration. That's awesome. That sounds great. I love that. I like when card borders are interesting like that. I like slightly spoilers on Inscription, but the stage 3 where they're like the cards look like floppy disks. Stage 3? Yeah, 3. Those ones look really cool. Why am I losing my mind? Okay, that's this. Icon 2. Save. Hell yeah. I'm done with that. And then we also need... That not work? There we go. This icon. Export PNG. Monster header 2. Save. Done. Let's return to that. And monsters are done. Now we just need to do the minion one, which is going to be a bunch of eyeballs. It should be easy enough. We just go save as. We'll save this as a minion. Minion icon 2. Save. Okay. We can hide all the tentacle bits. Was not the tentacle bit. There we go. And then just do this. Actually, it's going to be over more. Something like that, maybe. I guess maybe we just use the bounding box here to our advantage. Come on. I struggle with this program slightly, so Apologies in advance. I just keep thinking it's Photoshop and it's not. I keep using shortcuts and it does weird things, and you know, here we are. Illustrator is not Photoshop. It is nice for its own things, but it is certainly not the same thing. How do we feel about that? Not good? I think so. I think that works. File, save. Then we can throw it in the minion icon. We still like the pink icon for, or the pink color for minions. I feel like it just, I've never been like perfectly happy with it, but at least it's like a unique color, right? Is that good? Do we like that? Should be upside down. No. Trying to think that through if I like this or not. I guess it's good enough for now. It's better than the old icon. It's more generic. Works out a little bit better. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Export. Oh yeah, the endling icon would have been real weird if you added more minions. Yeah, exactly. It's not quite right. I definitely like this one better. Nice part is, if I ever hate it, I can change it, you know? I think that's probably like one of the best things about this project has been, is that I haven't been like afraid to fix things and go back and do that kind of thing. Like a lot of projects before, I'd just be like too paralyzed, I guess, by having to change things like that. But I've kind of just accepted that it's something that isn't permanent necessarily, and I can just go back and change it, you know? I can see how with a project like Soul, it's crazy to edit something. I guess actually that's like partly dexterous, right? Because you can change things very easily, but trust the process in your minds. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's also part of it. It's just confidence, right? And even if it's like, or just not even just confidence, I guess, but just like do the thing, right? And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. What am I even doing? I guess I have to do one more icon, technically. But I think I might just implement these icons and save that for another time. So I have to do a card draw icon for the Old God, and I have no idea what that would even look like. Like their main deck icon. Do we want to keep this? Not really, it's fine. No. I don't need this, I don't need this. Sure. Well, actually... we'll just do this. Just paste this in here. Call it a day. Oops. Oh god, I have no idea what that would be either. Yeah, short of doing it like just 3 icons in one, I don't know. Because it could just be like monster wasteland ruins, but it also has spells, so it'd be 4 icons in one. It could be this, like just a deck, right? But yeah, like Old God icon card with a symbol or something dumb like that. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I could see it like. Is there a way to like subtract a symbol from, or like an image? Yeah, I guess so, right? A clipping mask. I'd have to do this as a clipping mask and then inverse it. No, wait. There is a way to do this. I just don't know exactly what it is. Nope, hold up. There is a way to do this. We'll just struggle for a bit, I guess. Color overlay. Black. Okay. Rasterize. Still doesn't like it. Nope. Oh, you know what I do? I got it. I got it. Select subject. It would help if it was on the right layer. It doesn't work. Oh wait, just alt click. Oh god, not alt click. Control click? Yeah. And then go into here, and then... okay, that looks absolutely awful. I was like, what if you just had it, like, take out the... That looks terrible. Absolutely awful. Anyway. I'm dying. I'm fine. I didn't mean like that. I know you didn't mean like that exactly, but... it was, I was just curious. Anyway. You know what? Sometimes we have bad ideas. I'm gonna Old God icon on the cards one by one. Yeah. That's gonna be so small. right? Like it'd be like way too tiny. Because like if you not me, I always have perfect ideas except when I don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's just gonna be way too small, right? It's not even just garbled pixels at this point. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these other icons in place, and we'll come back to that next time, because I have to do that for doing the card icons for these things anyway. I think a clean look is most important. Yeah, I guess the symbol technically could be anything, right? It's nice to have it be something that you look at and you understand. Okay, you know what? These are gonna be on Olga cards and in a specific place. I feel like just the card icon should be fine. Yeah, probably. It isn't to say there couldn't be a spot. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? I was gonna say there could be like a player card where it says whenever the old god draws a card, but then we could just probably use words instead of the symbol. Yeah, make it OG colory or something. Yeah, exactly. So maybe we do that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna come back to that later because I don't think I'm gonna implement it today, and so I'm just gonna stew on it. So we can ponder it for a bit, but okay, we need to implement the new icons and then we'll be done, I think, because I need food and to not stream for 5 hours again like last time. Did I rename all these correctly, or are they still okay? They're all renamed, so let's just delete them because last time it kind of messed with some stuff. Monsters, ruins, what are the other things? Spells? Yeah, curses rather. Curses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's import everything else. Monsters, minions. Did I not export minion? I didn't. Did I? I could have sworn I did. I guess I didn't. Open. This one. Thought I did. I guess not. Export PNG. I did do that. Okay, well, never mind. No. I just can't see what's on my screen. Okay, here we go. I have the problem that my screens are too large and I can't see everything. That's why it's not in order. I get it now. That's the PSD. We want the PNG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, PNG. Implement, upload. And the last thing we have to do is just make sure we remove the 2. this actually may be the problem, the thing that causes the problem that I was having earlier or the other day, but we'll see. I think that's everything. In theory, that should just change everything. Layouts, not layouts, projects, patching. Yep, there we go. Look at that. When this monster attacks, it plays a minion. Probably should make this bigger so you guys can see it. I know a lot of you are looking on phones. Even that might not work, but I think it looks a lot better. What's a card that says all the other icons? I'm pretty sure there is. Well, I guess you can see the monster icon now, right? By the text. And then the minion icon here. And then curses. Yeah, it looks so much better for curses. It feels so much more, what was that term that guy came in and just said that I needed more in my game? And then now I can't remember what it is. Where it's like, if you see it, it's the, like, intuitive, but it's not quite the right. I can't remember now, but anyway, it's more that, whatever that term is. Ruins looks more like a ruins. It's beautiful. I guess we can look at what's a card that has, oh yeah, like library. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we ever actually use the spell icon ever, do we? Or sorry, curse icon. Which is something to keep in mind. We could have stuff that interacts with curses. That could be interesting. Well, I guess we have like the dispel that dispels curses that we have considered, but anyway, I think that's it for today then. I would love to stream more, but I think my brain has had it. Just save everything out here. That's saved, that's saved. Interesting. Okay. Sometimes you look at these things and it's like, that's wild. An object path. I really need to learn more on Illustrator. There's a lot of cool features with it, but yeah, not tomorrow, Wednesday when I am back. Let's see. All right, we completed all the icon reworks. So basically, all we've got to do is I guess we make the new icon next time, and then we can I guess, yeah, it's still a bunch of changes. I do want to do more playtesting. Maybe I'll try to get someone in to do some of that, and then we can get some of that squared away. But you know, decide on what the card draw will be like. But anyway, I think that's it for me. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I'll be back on Wednesday, my normal time, right? Let's see, what day is Wednesday? Yeah. Wednesday, should be back in my normal time. Yeah, that's about it. All right, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one. It's the wrong hand, but you know, here we are.